What's good? What's happening? What's happening, all you gamblers in the building? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back. It's the FOMC today. It's a big day. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are prepared for it. Do we have a plan? That's a question. Yeah. You know me. You know me now, right? And if you don't know me yet, then you will know me in the near future. That's the pleasure. Hope you guys are doing well, man. It's gonna be a good stream. Let's make it happen here. Let's get on some vibes again. I like that sound. It was nice. It was nice. Clean. Beautiful. Who have we in the building here? We have Marton. Good to see you, my friend. Absolute pleasure. We have Mr. Mike, Mr. Snowfall. Abdul G. Mike says risk management is key. I agree. Absolutely. Strikers. Yes, sir. Robin, good to see you, bro. We have Jax. Welcome. Cookie, welcome. So, full margin today. No stop loss. Okay. Market. You guys know how it goes here. Enough jokes. Let's get it started, fam. All right. Yeah, man. So let's dive into gold here today. Of course, you guys know we have the the most important day, ripping it practically, somewhat consolidating over the last 2 days for gold. Yeah, especially since last week Friday. Yes, we topped out. Okay, we topped out and we came down eventually a little bit. But at the same time, some interesting things are happening here. We have some confusing signals, okay? Usually it's very, very clear in regards to what we're looking at and what we're looking for specifically. We utilize the correlations. We look at the 10-year yield, the 10-year treasuries, the government bonds, the dollar index, and we're trying to find some sort of correlation there. But, you guys will see what's popping, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the higher time frame. Not before you smash up that like button right now. And then we can look into, the lower time frames, of course, and can see what's happening there on that front right now. The Nasdaq yesterday eventually played out. So for the people that still, took the trade yesterday, it was really good. It was actually a really, really nice and clean trade here. We said that we were looking for buys above, okay? That current level here at 17,936. You saw the closure. Candle flip, boom, continuation to the upside here. Like we said, was a higher high, higher low scenario. And we did bounce off the Sunday open. So yeah, continuation play. Of course, you see now that there is some liquidity built in. So if you took it, I know some guys from the community are still in that position in the Discord. That's the reason why I mentioned it there. Then, take some profits right now. Due to the fact that, you have to make sure that, at least... you're going to take out some profits. Otherwise, you're going to potentially come down and, you get too greedy. You know how it goes here. So definitely not time to get greedy at the moment here. Okay. And especially because of the news as well. So yeah, let's dive into gold first. Of course, huge priority here. As always, we talked about a couple of very important candles. Number one is, of course, the weekly and the monthly. Okay, if you look at the monthly candle itself, we talked about this one already, multiple times, but it's never a bad idea to keep just going over the same old thing, over and over again. It's all a repetition and it only makes us better every single day. So therefore, you know, like we said before, right? The monthly candle opened up extremely aggressively. We knew, or we noticed that we gained around 1100 pips or something like that from the bottom to the top of that candle. If I'm correct, if I'm not mistaken, I need to confirm this. No, it's 1,600 pips, okay? Since the beginning of the month here, actually since the beginning till last Friday. So that's already, you know, that's like a 2-week time span, something like that, 2.5 weeks, which is insane, right? It's a massive candle to the upside here, really forced also. So for many particular reasons as well, when you look at already how the weekly candle is forming and how we're kind of losing that momentum right now, you know, I'm kind of in the understanding that we might come down here, especially after that expansion here and that initial break that we saw as well here at this particular moment. We saw, you know, that break. We see that we're kind of topping out here right now at the moment. You know, we manipulated these highs here, that we at some point kind of look at some sort of pullback. That will be the ideal case scenario, where you look at a pullback and then look for some sort of continuation here, okay? That's the ideal case scenario. But yeah, we don't work only with ideal case scenarios, because if it was that easy, then, you know, and it would just randomly always, or, you know, always go like that, then there is no way for us to look for, you know, the right setups in that manner. Therefore, we always have to make sure that we anticipate. And the lower time frame is going to help us with that, because, you know, a couple of things that matter a lot here. If you go to the weekly, fantastic. We know that the major support is still sitting above that wick, right? That 2149 level on a Wanda. If you use the FXCM chart, it's the 2145. So there is still a little bit of a gap there. So make sure that with your broker, you confirm exactly what that top wick level is, because it's going to be extremely. If you use the broker, that you confirm this yourself. Very important. So therefore, we hold above it right now, okay? If you start coming to the 30-minute here, and you know that there is, of course, news coming along here, then there are two things that I see right away. Number one, you know, is of course that bounce. But number two, something that we cannot neglect here is that huge amount of liquidity building right here, okay? Look at how we're compressing here. And there is nothing as, you know, nothing as expected, okay, especially, or nothing as surprising, sorry, when talking about a massive compression just before the FOMC. Because that means that they're just building that liquidity right now. And they're building liquidity on both sides of the market. They're building it below the 2149, and they're building it above, you know, that zone, above that trend that we're currently feeling here. So we're creating, you know, lower lows, but we're also creating you know, lower highs until the last couple of days, especially this week, where we started to create lower highs and higher lows. So we're compressing very significantly here. So this is just going to be a breakdown. The question is right now, if we want to take a trade here, are we just going to simply take a breakout trade, or is it better to, you know, expect some sort of manipulation here? Based upon the previous, you know, FOMC, you know, statements as well here, we have seen many times over and over again, the moment you start building that liquidity, what tends to happen is that you manipulate price and then potentially still move in that particular, you know, direction here. So if you look at the higher time frame, then we're talking downside. But if we look at the lower time frame, we're talking liquidity to the upside. So the ideal case for me personally would be to be extremely patient for now in the next coming hours here, wait for the FOMC to come along here. And if we do manage to break up, then I think a sell limit, you know, a manipulation up somewhere in that range, and I show you a couple of key levels here where we can look for shorts from, in my opinion, where I'm at least going to look for limit orders, is a potential expansion. We take out some of these highs here, we take out some of that manipulation, that liquidity, we manipulate price, we induce people to go into a certain direction, and we reverse and we start breaking down here. That's the ideal. The other reason is the dollar. The dollar is looking extremely solid overall. I really like the way the dollar is setting up from a, you know, very higher time frame way we're building that structure. So we're talking a lower low, a higher high, a lower higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and now pushing up, potentially breaking this initial high here. So I would be, you know, very surprised if we just gonna come down. Anything is possible, but you know, I do see potentially some sort of W formation getting formed on the dollar to then look for, you know, more upside here. So I'm actually definitely more leaning towards short for gold, but not before an expansion to the upside. There is no way I'm going to take a market short when I know that there is just a significant amount of liquidity built to the upside here. No way I'm going to take a trade, short here, waiting for that continuation down. I mean, it could happen, but then I'm definitely not going to take a trade because, there's no way I'm going to set my stop loss here or my stop loss here or my stop loss here where when I know that there is just a serious compression happening here. Okay. So this is where the macro and the micro right now are kind of not synchronized with each other, but that provides us with also a lot of other opportunities. And the best opportunity is initially putting and waiting for initial expansion. So expecting some sort of expansion followed by some sort of manipulative reversal during the press conference. So if we manage to shoot up during the FOMC and assuming that we just start to consolidate for now and we shoot up before the FOMC, or actually when the interest rate decision comes out, okay, the statement itself comes out, we know that there is a 30-minute window. So after the 30 minutes, when price shoots up, then I'm definitely looking more into a reversal play and a potential, reversal to the downside, which is then, of course, the most interesting for us. So anything up here, up there, is going to be interesting. Now, what are our key levels to look at? Well, number one, we talked about this one yesterday as well. We knew that if we, utilize the limitless LTA concepts, session breaks and Sunday open here, and we just simply utilize it and open it up. Let's highlight the Sunday open as well here. Then you can see that if you go, and this is important, if you go to the previous daily week, the previous weekly data, you draw the fixture and drawing profile from the left to the right. You have that information here. Now, obviously, we know that the 2163 was that key level. We traded this one on a Friday. We got a nice win from there. You could see that on a Monday, we got rejected from it. Even yesterday, during Asia, we got rejected from that same level. We call this the weekly point of control. Okay. Now, the only thing with that level is the following. Let's open up the Asian session range. Okay, it shows you the sessions as well of a particular range. Let's highlight the Asian session here, and you can see clearly that the Asian session of Monday and Tuesday are not taken up. Combine that with all that liquidity built up here. Okay, let's at least manipulate, and this is important. Let's manipulate the highs here. Potentially manipulate all that liquidity is built up here from that rejection, and start looking for potential, short scenarios somewhat in that last swing point. I don't want to look too far up because I don't think it's necessary. I think that the last swing is the most important swing point right here. It's this high and it's this low right here. We're still operating between this overall swing point. So if we stay within that range, that swing low to swing high in the next, let's say, coming hours, then what I want to do here, I want to look at this high, this low, utilize it, and look at a couple of key levels here. Number one is the 2165. It's definitely a level that I'm definitely don't want to neglect. So mark it out. The 2165, definitely an interesting level to look at. The other one is the next swing as well here, which I'm very interested in to see what happens here, and that's going to be even higher. Okay, but that's only assuming that price will go up, much more than that. So, the 2177 is an interesting level as well to look at. And then we have, last but not least, this particular high around 2170. So there are three levels, okay, that I'm interested in to look at. But assuming that we have a bunch of stop losses built up above the 2163 right now, the question is, okay, if you manipulate the stop losses right there and you take them out aggressively, then a reversal from this high could be a very interesting level to look at because you're still in that overall swing point. If you start breaking above and you pull back, obviously, I think there is much more reasons to look for continuation trades here. So that's what I'm looking for later today. In regards to the actual limit order, I think it will be pretty clear once we actually have the actual news and we know, exactly where price is at before the news here, okay? Then last but not least, what if the other, what if we come down and we then flip bullish, right? What if we actually open bearish or aggressively come down before, instead of coming up here? Because this is always a scenario that we also have been seeing many times before, okay? Number one, if I place a sell limit and price is moving down during the FOMC, then, the initial FOMC here, then there is no need to keep my sell limit open. Why? Because if price then reverses, there is no need to start, trying to wait, keep my sell limit open, wait still for price to get there, because then we can always look for manual trade setups, okay? For manual potential trade opportunities rather than potentially waiting for us getting triggered into a sell limit position here. So, what happens if you come down? Well, let's go back to the daily time frame here. Number one, we know that the 2149 is at key zone, okay? Then we're going to look simply at how we close this candle, okay? Because we have a new candle open as well right away, right? The new candle opens up here. We have the FOMC press conference here. Then what I think is important is to kind of see how that 30-minute candle closes. And if we see a little bit of demand, if you still see that buyers are willing to step in, and there is still a lot of indecisiveness, then a potential internal reversal could also be very interesting to the upside again. But that's my last potential thing I want to look at. I'm much more into a short bias, moving up first, manipulating further to the downside. So up, then down for gold here. Okay, hope that makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be an interesting one. Okay. In regards to the LTA concepts, 10 more days left, roughly. We're gonna aim for the end of the month here. We're gonna release first our, like I said before, we talked about this as well, our ebook with our playbook. And I want you to download it. And I want you to potentially print it out if you're really interested in working with it, especially on stream, but also off stream for yourself. And create your own book from it. Print it out and use it as your tool of reference. And then later on, the core things are coming here, but we call this the trading war map. Okay, it's gonna be some next level shit. Okay, so it's free. It's gonna be in the description. Looking forward to having you, physically have you actually hold it, use it, and let's leverage it in that manner together, and just only make it better from there. Okay. So far, the volume profile and everything around it here, and volume and price, time and price, correlations, an absolute game changer for a lot of individuals. So I can't wait for it to, help you with it and continue the process here. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Really, really nice. Santos says bearish. I'm looking for 2135. 2135. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are extremely bearish right now at the moment. But I just wanted to say that if you're bearish, I get it completely. Because the higher time frame is giving us all of these signals here. Even the monthly candle is like, okay, a retracement could be is such a likely scenario. But when you see this getting built up over the course of around, what is it now? 10 days. And, you're literally compressing and you know that the news is coming. Why would they leave the highs? Like, why would they build up liquidity on both ends to not take it out? To just leave it and never come back to it. Or, come back to it way later. Like, it happens very rarely. Very, very rarely. So, for that particular reason, an expansion up is, in my opinion, from my experience, a likely scenario. Okay? Even though I am also bearish, and I'm also thinking about a pullback and the monthly candle and a potential retracement and all that stuff here. So that's the main reason why I am interested in potentially waiting for price to come up and then potentially come down here. So that's why I think just shorting it in market order, if you want to trade the news here, is just so risky. Because number one, where are you going to put your stop loss? Let's say price is here right now. You go short and you want to take the trade. You want to take a news trade. Fantastic. Where are you going to put your stop loss? There? It's like, 400 pips? No. Here? Okay. Maybe there? Maybe you don't even want to risk more than 50 pips? It's going to get tight, fam. It's going to get tight. So I think sell limits or buy limits or potentially a market order after the news, if you don't want to take any risk before the news, is in my opinion the most logical way of viewing it. Because otherwise it's just going to get, it's going to become messy. And I think risk management, it's just very hard to manage the risk accordingly there, in my opinion. And it's also very hard to make money, even if you're right. In that matter, unless you have a massive account to work with and you're willing to accept bigger drawdowns and stuff. But yeah, so that makes sense, fam. Okay, that's in my opinion the idea here for for what we currently are viewing and for gold here. Okay. Will we be streaming during the news? Yes, we will be here streaming during the news. For me, it's at 2 a.m. So it's gonna be a late night for me. Okay. Atomic says we're on the same pad, Lorenzo. I'm also bearish, but the liquidity was concerning me, and everyone is in sales sussing me out. So I have a buy right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in a buy right now, nor a sell, but yeah. We're definitely looking into, a potential reaction there. Okay. Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq. I would take some profits, fam. If you took the trade from yesterday after the stream, I know in our community many guys are in. I think this is the moment to cash out. That's my suggestion to you. Do what you want with it. But around an hour and a half after yesterday's stream, the trade came up and it broke out here to the upside. So this might be a nice moment, okay? Just so you know. G88, I want to see a huge liquidity spike and take an order from there. Yeah. I agree. I have to agree here. Yeah. Man, you see these god candles, especially when you're compressing like this. We're not even. So the thing about this is we're not even like ranging in a horizontal way, right? We're actually, really we're getting really tight right now. It's like an elastic band that just getting pulled out stronger, wider and wider and wider, and at some point it snaps. And after that, you're going to see some sort of, reaction from it, right? Up and down, up and down. I mean, I would definitely be aware of that. So this is that consolidation usually what you see around the NFP. The NFP does this a lot. 2 days before, you start building that, liquidity on both sides here, and you really start coming down, and then, you start coming down, and then you start coming up, and then you start coming down, and then maybe after a day, you have your initial bias, and you look at internal structures, and you look for continuation to the upside here. When it's building a clear trend, so when it's just coming down here, and when you see something like this, and you start really coming down here, and you're looking for short setups right away, thinking it's gonna do just, it's gonna just do this, leaving all of this behind. I mean, based upon probability, I've not seen that many times here. I usually see this happening then. If it's some sort of breakout here, people think, oh, we have some sort of falling wedge, whatever the case it is. You then break out. People are excited. We're going to break out to the upside. And then you come down. You flip bearish. So, you know, you manipulate the highs. You gather all these orders that are built up here to gain a massive order in the market. Gives the big players some room to play around, to work with, to then come down. So that's why I'm much more interested in looking for sells up there, going against the initial expansion. That's the risk I will take. But that's at least the risk I'm willing to take. And then I know, okay, if I enter here, I know I can put my stop loss there. If I then still get stopped out, it is what it is. But I feel then I have a little bit more control and a little bit more calculation, rather than just hoping for the best and then hoping that it goes in my direction right away. You know what I mean? So yeah, hope that makes sense. So for now, 2140, 49 is still the most important level. Okay. This is where we are almost right now. So yeah, let's see. Let's see if we, if this is enough, if this gives us enough potential here. You can also see that this is still that initial zone, which is still providing us with some support. So what I want to see here is just simply now in the short term, how do we react around this zone? So in regards to potential setup for now until the FOMC, if price gets here, I want to look at some internal structures. I want to see how we react. And based upon that here, I think we have quite a clear potential bias here, maybe a short scalp or something like that as well. Just to give us that extra confirmation there. Overall major resistance is sitting at 104.16 for the dollar also. So yeah, keep a close eye on this one. Okay. Let's see how we react in this zone. I think the rates will remain the same. Then we'll sell off strong before the news, and after the news pump it back up. That's also a scenario. If price comes down, like we said before, then for me that's gonna just be again a counter trade. I'm looking at counter trades today. That's what I want to see. $21.53 is a serious level. So let's also, look at how we react around the $21.53 as well. What is the 10-year yield saying? Great question. So the 10-year yield, yeah, we all know that we're holding above that weekly level, right? The weekly support is super strong. We're now facing some resistance here at this particular moment. This is also the next layer. Okay, we're hovering between the 4.291 and the 4.236%. However, we have now, we're kind of found local support here. If we start claiming this back, we know what will happen. gold will most likely break below, you know, that major zone here. So let's take that in consideration. But for now, gold is below that weekly zone. And you can see based upon the weekly candle as well that we're facing that resistance here. Okay, we have seen a rejection from it multiple weeks in a row. So this is week 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th week where we are breaking down and potentially coming down to fill up that gap here. So yeah, definitely wanna highlight this as well here. Okay, definitely wanna look at it in. So where a lot of people are selling, I'm not there yet. Definitely not. What do you think for the FOMC today? Because 99% chance the Fed will stay the same. It's actually almost certain. I'll be very, very surprised if they would change anything here. But yeah. The conclusion is that when we're talking about the news in the short term, I don't think it's relevant. I think after that, if it's something interesting, we're gonna see it getting priced in. But no, I don't expect anything in regards to any rate cut for sure. And not at least to this month here. If you do though, if that, you know, if something really unexpected happens here and it goes like 100% against the expectation, yeah, then that should be extremely bullish. I'm not able to watch your video properly. It's been about a month. It buffers. All other videos are working fine. Then lower the quality from 1440p to 1080, 720. See if it works better. Let me know if more people have problems with it. It might be the internet. Your internet, sorry. So 2 scenarios I'm looking at. Oh, I don't know what happened there. 2 scenarios I'm looking at. If you come down right now, so let's say we get rejected here. So look at the previous daily range, okay? We're now at the point of control or below the point of control here. So there is a chance that if you look at the previous daily point of control, that we tap into this level and that we are gonna get rejected from it. So, you know, maybe today might be the day right now during the pre-FOMC to look for scalping setups and just simply look for a setup where we can enter from a nice short. You know, I'm literally talking about something like that. Waiting for price to tap into the zone. Stop loss above the Sunday open and target this range again. And wait for price to pull back into the point of control. This is the first time when we actually broke below it. So we had a lot of support above it today until, yeah, like what? 50 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago when we broke below it. We might flip this now in resistance here. But you want to see the 30-minute candle closing below it. Because what tends to happen a lot is that people are going to go short here. 8 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close. Then buyers stepping in. Obviously, they know that the stop losses are built there. So, you know, the final minute before, you know, the candle closure, boom, demand, closing above the point of control, and then continuing up here to take out these stop losses as well. So, first closure, if we close below it, I'm going to place a limit order at 21.53. Stop loss will be then above the wicks And I target this zone, this gray box right there, looking for, you know, somewhat of a move to the downside as we finally broke below it here. But the 30-minute is, yeah, is super, super important. We want to close below it. Let's see if he can, if he closes, if he flip it bullish. Yeah, that might flip the whole script. That might flip the whole script. So yeah, let's see how that one goes here before we take a trade. So that closure, super, super important. Waiting for 30-minute closure. Noah says, winning more trades since I used to put on control, value area low and value area high. Shout out to you, my friend. Great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah, some really good responses as well. I'm very, very happy about this. Very, very happy about it as well. Due to the fact that I've not released it yet, yeah, people are already working with it. That's active management. That's paying attention to what we're saying and actually following up here. So it's beautiful to see, man. Thank you, Motion Sniper. I'm not sure if you're watching, bro, but it's awesome to hear, and it's just great. Nas played out, beautiful. Hope you took some profits, bro. This might be the moment to take profits from that trade. Motion Sniper Lorenzo, can't wait for LTA concepts. The volume profile is insane. Pulled from the swing low to the high, then pulled yesterday, and the point of controls are exactly the same. The news then bounced between the value area high and the value area low. Unbelievable. Yes, it's wild, dude. It's wild. Yeah. Amazing, bro. Amazing, amazing. One second. I hear my son. 1 second. Give me one moment. Yo, look at that. This is exactly what I mean. That's why we wait for that closure. Because the last minutes, 3 minutes left for the 30-minute. Buys start to step in. You close above the point of control. No way you're going to enter short here. So this is where so many traders are trapped right now. That's why we wait for closures. That's why closures are sometimes so key around these key levels here. So patience, okay. for now. Let's see how we close here. If we close below it, fantastic. If we don't close below it, then yeah, you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna, you know, flip it and turn it again into support and look for continuation up here. So that's why we're gonna be extremely. It's important to wait for the closure right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Are streaming the FOMC? Yes. So we're gonna stream for now. We're gonna see if we can take some trades. We're gonna wait for the New York Stock Exchange to open as well. See if there's some volume. And then we take a little break and then we come back. Okay? Ron says, hey Lorenzo, if you go to the higher time frame or zoom out your chart, market seems to be in an accumulation zone. I'm expecting a breakout as manipulation before the FOMC, and then once FOMC hits, direction move. That could also be the case. I do think that, you know, it depends. It depends if you're making a bigger move before the FOMC. It happened before, where 50 minutes, 30 minutes before you start moving already. But if you still not move, or you still not start to move, yeah, then... yeah, like we said before, you know, we're looking at that clean expansion first, and then we go counter. I'm gonna take a counter trade, and then it's much more clear for me. So when you see a wick like this, there's no need to take a short yet, right? You see it, we had our chance. If you close below it, then this would have then turned into resistance, and we could look for continuation down. This is what I mean with trapping traders. Because there are a lot of guys now here thinking we were coming here and we're going to continue down, or at least come down back to the lows. And these people are now trapped. The question is then, so where do these guys have their stop losses right now? Yeah, you could say around here. 21.55. So if these guys are stopped out, I'm actually going to confirm this in the footprint here, but if these guys are stopped out and you pull back again, then, you know, we can decide if the 21.53 is still a great level to look for a potential pullback to the upside here. So it's just scalping here, trying to get into these type of trades around key levels. That key level is 21.53. Lorenzo, can you please tell me whether to get a roll spread or STP account? It depends how much money you're trading with. Anything below... yeah, anything below like the $3,000, I would not be trading an ACN or a roll account, to be honest. I will be more looking into the STP here. So it depends how much you trade with, bro. You can see clearly again, okay? And this is exactly what we're going to talk about a lot with the LTA Concepts trading war map, okay? Tons and tons of trading examples. Is that the point of control of yesterday? Okay, we use our indicator right there. You can get this indicator for free. It's in our Discord. You can get it. Go to the announcement section. And, you know, get it from there, okay? Click on that link and you have it. You can see that now if you take the, you know, the fixtures report from the Monday to the Tuesday here. So we have this whole day, practically yesterday, the daily candle of yesterday, okay? We opened bullish, or we started ranging, we came down, we opened, we eventually recovered. Still trading below that high here. Then, you know, today we started ranging again. We came down. We might look for an expansion. you know, it could repeat itself. Let's see how it goes. But again, if you draw the fixed range volume profile from the left to the right, you get a couple of key levels. The point of control is right now where you can clearly see we're holding above here. Very, very interesting. Dollar is slowing down as well. So gold might be actually pushing up here. I would not be surprised. Higher high, higher low trade setup, or breakdown, continuation down. It's one of these plays here. The war map is so clickbait. Yeah, love it, bro. It's gonna be, you know, I hope you can print it. It's gonna cost you a lot of ink though. So it's actually black, okay? The background is black, so I don't want to ruin your ink. You know, I don't want to make it too expensive. So we're gonna have a white paper and a black paper, okay? So a white background and a black edition, so you can choose which one you like more, in case you want to print it. Just so you know. Strike says, bought a printer. Where's the ebook? What a G, man. Such a G move. Wow. That's such a G move, bro. Honestly. So you have been seeing how strong the 2153 is holding. So I'm just thinking from this perspective right now. So this candle, full of liquidity. A lot of guys that went short here. Probably some buyers as well here. So the sellers that are trapped right now, that expected price to continue down. It's the easiest liquidity. I think their stop losses are there. So I think that's going to be some sort of target here. Very small move though. Very, very small move. But the fact that we're holding above it here is very, very solid. So if you start breaking the 21.54, you could say that the 21.55 here, I think there is nothing stopping us from continuing to the highs here. So that's the trade I'm willing to take. G88 says my meme coin is being released tomorrow. How are you gonna call it? I'll buy some. I will buy a small bag. I will be your liquidity provider. No problem. How to get the indicator? In Discord. Announcement section in Discord. Okay. I also forgot, by the way, this was also the hourly closure. So that's, you know, a whole other layer here. That's good. Yeah, the meme coin hype is insane. It's really, really wild. I do agree. Okay, quick look at the Bitcoin chart. Yeah, we can do that real quick here. What's popping? Kind of a little bounce here. Yeah, okay. Nothing too crazy yet though. Let's go to the weekly. This is a weekly thing. Yeah, it's important that this candle closes above it. Otherwise, you know, more downside here. But yeah, retest back to the 65k. Would not be surprised. 65, boom, roll over, down, or a break above and then continuation up here. But most of the liquidity is sitting below the 50k. It's some serious stuff. Billions of dollars of liquidations there. Yeah, this next candle is gonna give us an indication. Shahid says, the problem is on you. YouTubers don't trade your real money. You just manipulate others' mind to sell or buy in unnecessary conditioning. Yeah, that's true, man. So why are you here? Lorenzo, are you in buys? No, we're waiting for that next candle closure and then we see if we can get it. If he closed below the 21.50, we for sure would have taken a short. But we knew that there was a chance that we would close above it and we manipulate. Any retracement here, you know, could be nice for the next candle. So if this next candle closes around there, something like that. Something like that. If you close above the Sunday open, stop loss below the wick, we're still moving up. We're still looking at the same trade. So it depends where we close here. Lorenzo, when did you become a Nasdaq trader? I mean, I trade a lot of different things here. I just trade a lot of gold on stream. Just because there is like a lot of interest for gold. And it's a fun pair to work with. And I think, and I completely agree with, if you focus on too many different pairs on stream, it gets just too confusing. It gets too confusing. I think it could change once we have our playbook set and ready. And everyone knows exactly how we trade. And, you know, then, you know, we can do a lot more stuff. Definitely. Definitely. Just so you guys are not, you know, jumping in for no reason. Are you always waiting on their closures? Not always. No, there are exemptions. But currently, yes. Anyways, I hope things are good with you, brother. Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. We're going to stream at 2 a.m. FOMC. Also in a couple hours here. So, you know, we're gonna sit on our hands and we're going to see if the New York Open, or sorry, the New York Stock Exchange Open is interesting to trade. And if the volume is just very low, then we know we can better take a break, wait for the FOMC, come back, and then place our sell limit. All right. That's it. All right, so what futures do you trade? NQ1, GC1. So oil, gold. Oil, gold, Nasdaq, EU. That's it. 4 pairs. Something like that. Sunday open reacting. So this is what I call a tunnel. Okay. It's a 27 pip window between the point of control and the Sunday open. You want to trade outside of that range. So I want to trade outside of this. For me, that's the best way of looking at it here. So like I said before, right? We looked at it on the 15-minute. So what happened? All these sellers that went short here, where are going to put their stop losses? Around here. So I think this was a grab, a liquidity grab right there. Okay. That's why I'm just letting it settle and see how we, you know, act outside of that range. That small range right there. Jelly says, since focusing more on volume with my trade, made my strategy, it changed the game for me. Less trades are more profitable. Nice, bro. And the beautiful thing is you can set your alerts. Set your alerts. Are those futures available on Vantage? So Vantage is a CFD broker. So it does not support any futures. It does support, however, hundreds of stocks and cryptocurrencies if you're also interested in that. Yeah, that's why I'm trading with Vantage for myself as well. I'm so used to it, trading Forex right now. We talked about the difference between Forex and futures already for a while. The main thing about Vantage is that you just don't get screwed over. Okay. Let me tell you a story about two guys that approached me 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I don't know. We were blowing up, and there was like it was like a broker. Two guys came to me. They said, "Hey man, you know, we have this broker. It's gonna be awesome for community. You know, we really think this is gonna be like incredible. So let's jump on a call together and let's see what we can discuss here." Okay. So okay, sure. You know, why not? Why not? You know, you get approached. Sometimes you're looking, okay, let's just let them. You know, let's hear them out. And these two guys, okay. It's no joke. It's two guys. I was on a call, and these guys were looking at me like black magic, dude. I'm telling you, like the darkest shit I've ever seen in my life. And they're saying like, yeah, we can provide you with like we can provide you with an account, and like we put some money on your trading account, and like you can get like, you know, $15 per lot, like based upon this, like, and you want them to trade more, and we pay you 10K a month, and like this and that, and just like, you know, let's just get you can make a lot of money, bro. You can make 6 figures. Like just let, you know, your community members trade on bro. The amount of scams, dude, the amount of like creepy guys in this industry, I'm telling you, like, if you really want to know what's happening in the back, like, it's nasty. It's nasty. So I'm like, bro, I believe in God. I'm not going to sell my soul. Okay. There is not a single dollar. You cannot buy me. Okay. Like that doesn't drive me. The long-term vision we have at Limitless and everything that we've been building over the last couple of like weeks, years, sorry, already, like what, year and a half, 2 years. Like there is nothing in the short term that can, you know, put off our vision here. So I just wanted to tell you guys that you have to be extremely careful with the brokers that you trade on. Okay. So go for regulated brokers, okay? Brokers that don't need your money because they have millions of users, all right? And trade on these type of accounts. Don't go for the, you know, the random small broker that just came out type of thing without any, you know, regulated, you know, contracts or whatever the case may be. Because you're gonna get screwed over. When you take a trade, you know, or when you're in position, they're gonna move your stop loss. When you are in a massive win, they close your position for no reason. They say, oh yeah, sorry, that's because whatever. Okay. So there is no way that people can buy us in Limitless here. Okay. And I think I've proven this already. The most expensive product I've sold here, you know, with the community was $100. 97 bucks. Okay. Over the last like, what, a year and a half here. So, you know, don't fall for that trap here. So I could make so much money on some random ass broker and convince you guys to do the same thing. And I could make, you know, a small commission based upon these lots. Knowing that, you know, I'm not 100% transparent to you guys, or I go for a regulated broker like Vantage, and I'll actually make sure that you don't get screwed over in any way, shape or form. And I don't really benefit from it that much. Okay. So again, very important. Very important. So what you should do is you should sign up with a trusted broker. Vantage is one of them. You go, you click on the link in the description. You click on it. You can get a deposit bonus up to 50%. The deposit bonus is important only for trading purposes. So obviously you cannot withdraw it, right? That doesn't make any sense. It's in Indonesian, should be in your own language. You sign up and you're done here. And you know that you're working with the best. Okay? And be careful. Your indicator? Indicator is limitless LTA concepts in the announcement section. They're playing with us here. I'm telling you, they're playing with us right now. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, Colt. Let's look at the dollar again. That's why. That's why. Yeah, make up your mind. We only want to trade outside of this range. We have the closure in 6 minutes. So we know what to do here. That's where you wait for the price to come back to the PFC. Yeah. So it's about the closure of the candle. You know, it's already confirmed for a fact that we could see that, you know, a lot of sellers stepped in here. Sorry, a lot of buyers, you know, held that level. If you can close a 30-minute candle below it, I think that's enough of a confirmation to potentially retest it, turn it into resistance, and look for a continuation short. If we came above it and we closed above it again, then we might be looking for a continuation long. But then you have the Sunday open. So then it's much more appealing to wait for the Sunday open to break and to look for a continuation to the highs. Because otherwise you have such a small window. And I think in regards to like risk reward, it's not going to be that beneficial here. So if you close this candle below, I'm going to place a limit order at 21.53. It's wild how that Sunday open was a rejection right there. It's really wild. So what happened was sellers got trapped. Price moved up, stopped sellers out. Price came down again. Now we have a closure in 5 minutes. We will see how we close this candle. Yeah, if you close below this zone, it's gonna be a limit. I'm gonna set it up already, by the way, just to make sure that we were set. I hope we close below. 21.48, 21.48. Let's see. Yo, is actness regulated? I don't know. I don't know. Lorenzo, do you trade oil? Yeah, not on stream. Can I explain briefly how to find the POC? So there are a lot of different ways, bro. So what you're in essence doing, you measure the volume of a range. The reason why volume is so important is because you utilize volume for a specific reason. You want to understand where interest is. And the reason why that matters is because if there is no interest, why would you trade from a level where there is no interest? That's my way of looking at it. If there is a lot of interest around a certain level and price gets there again, then by default, we can look at higher probability setups in that manner, because there are apparently buyers or sellers in the market to defend their positions there. And then it's all about the way we react around it, the way we act around these key levels. And based upon that, you can make, in my opinion, some better trading decisions. Combine that with market structure, with understanding where the opening price is. Are we trading below the opening price or above it? A lot of other variables, but that's in essence the foundation. So you can utilize the foreign profile on a daily range. You can utilize it on a complete weekly range. You can use it for a fixed range. You can also use it for the whole weekly range, okay? There are a lot of ways you can look at it. You can even use it from a swing point. It sounds confusing at the beginning, but I don't think it will be confusing anymore after we have released our ebook for you guys, okay? Which you can download next week. Mm-hmm. 1 minute 30 seconds. It's gonna be the first 30-minute closure after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches. So 3.5 hours of trading. So it's gonna be something like this. And then target this this zone. So I want to see some sort of retracement and then a rejection. It's definitely worth it for me to take a trade from. I actually think stop loss can be a little bit lower. $21.55.461. Yeah, just keep yourself like this. Target the lows. $21.53. Okay, we have our first closure below the point of control. Let's see if this will turn into resistance when we get triggered into our position here. That's it. Oh wait, my bad. Too less risk. It's too small. $21.53. There we go. All right, Sam. Let's get some energy up here. In the past, I've seen you use the 50-minute Sunday open. Why did you use the 30-minute Sunday open this time? It depends on the... No particular reason. Depends on the closures. But it's usually the 30-minute. Usually. Yeah, that beat. Yeah. I get it. Give us a good start before the FOMC here. That would be nice. Please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Gold. 2003. Short. 2153. .09. Cool, bro. Lorenzo, question. Is gold can't wipe out Sunday open and flip? It's a point of control that matters for me now the most. Because the shorts got wrecked. That's why they went to the Sunday open. Bro, I think you should buy. Hey, if you want to take a buy. Maybe you win. Maybe I win. I don't know. We'll see. There's no certainty in trading. Just follow your plan, bro. I hope we both make money. Hey, Lorenzo, why meta over trading view? Meta trader over trading view. I'm used to it. I am used to it already. It better not flip bearish here. Yet. Okay. Come on, tap in the POC. Come on. No. No. Nah, it's gonna be fine. We'll see. There we go. Come on. Okay, we're in. We're in. Point of control, baby. Come on. Hold this time. Hold it, baby. Let's go. Hello, I just joined you. Kindly, where is your sell limit? Look at the chart or look at my look at the screen and pray. Pray. Owner control, don't disappoint me today. You have been proven to be faithful with us. A little bit of wick is okay. Yo, 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 yo. Yes, working. Lorenzo, last question for the day. What do you think about high vibration, positive energy? And do you believe in law of attraction and manifestation? No, I think... No. I think, you know, you should be as negative as possible. I mean... What's there to enjoy? Like a winning trade? No. No way. No way. Of course, bro. We're extremely positive at all times, my friend. We're enjoying life. We're learning. The process is what matters. That's what we like the most. So yeah. For sure, I believe that if you truly want something in life, you can achieve it. And it's not linear. Life is not linear, right? It goes up and down, up and down. It's about creating a little bit of momentum and keeping it. Keeping it somehow. So far, point of control is doing its thing. I'm okay. I'm fine with it so far. Fine with the reaction so far. So I want to see a little bit more of a push down here. Like a little bit more of a little flip. A little flip would be nice. That's not a flip. Oh, that is a flip. That's not a flip. Or it is a flip. We'll see. Target 21. Trust your strategy, fam. Win, lose, trust your strategy. We have 20 minutes left for that closure. If we close above it, of course, well, we're probably already going to see the outcome. We're already going to see the expansion. Up or down. Before the closure. So we're going to sit this one out here. Don't disappoint me, POC. Don't disappoint me today. For everyone who was in that Nasdaq trade, like I said before, I think there is a chance they come down here. Be careful. You're still holding though. You're still holding above here, so I would take your profits out. Hold tight. It's gonna get wild. It's gonna get wild. Game over. Give me some love, man. Share me some love, man. Come on. Lorenzo, you got this, bro. You got this. Come on, bro. I trust the process. Give me some love, man. Game over. Sell side liquidity. Everyone is a professional. I'm joking. It's all love. It's all love, of course. You see? It's working. Talking about the law of attraction. Lola, where's Lola? Here we go. That looks better. That looks much better. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And if you really don't like me, just counter trade me and you will be a professional. Come on. No. No. Not that way. It's going, fam. It's going. Hourly closure above the POC. Not good. Still have some hope though. Some manipulation, some hope. $20 pips, 22, 23. Uh-oh. Yeah, we cannot win every trade. No wick means no range. W in a 5 minute. Last shot, man. Last chance right here. No! Okay. Hourly. The hourly candle did it. Thank you for the support, regardless. Thank you for the support. That's a big fat W. Sorry. So used to W's. Big fat L. Yeah, there was the 1 hour flip. So I already see what's happening here. Okay. 30 minute closure. The hourly closure was, you know, would have been that confirmation right there. Would still take the trade. Would still take the trade. $21.55. Yeah, now it's gonna come down, right? There we go. All right, got it, fam. Where can I find your journal? Why is everyone always asking me for the journal when I lose? And why is nobody asking me for the journal when I win? I always wonder why that is. Anyways, it's in the description. And if you want it yourself, you can click on File. And then you click on Make a Copy. And you have it for yourself. You can clean it up yourself and you can use it right there. All right, next trade, fam. Next up. Keep following the same process. We're gonna do it. Arbor says loser. And he's bent. You're really good, but I don't understand why I didn't change the stop loss. For me, there was no reason to come back to the Sunday open. Again. So yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. So meta FOMC manipulation right there, bro. Market structure for me is showing bullish on the lower time frame. Yeah. Sunday open is still a rejection play for now. So let's see how we close here in 7 minutes. So when you started to see that shorts aren't for you yet, you still shorted. So yes, if you paid attention, bro, we talked about the FOMC, okay? When the news comes out, when the big moves come. No need for that song anymore because it's not gonna help. So there we go. Keep in mind, risk management is key. So if you go full margin, you know what to expect. Okay? You know what to expect. If you take a trade based upon your risk and you can afford to lose and you trust the process, and you're willing to stick with us for like a while, you know what to expect as well. Okay. What is a reliable broker for US residents? I'm not sure about the US. IC markets, are they operating in the United States? Bro, don't worry, let one trade affect the rest of your life. Facts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Keep in mind that our biggest losing streak on, I think on stream was the worst of the worst. I remember it very vividly. It was in September 23. So that's 6 months ago. Is it 6 months ago? 7 months ago. I lost 5 trades in a row. 5 trades in a row. That was my worst losing streak on stream. So yeah, sometimes you're going to experience these losing streaks as well. What tends to happen here, you can win a zillion trades and you lose 1. And then you're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst trader in the world. But then you just don't understand what trading is. Like, you know. And then you should not trade with us if you don't understand that. So that makes sense as well, right? Now, when it comes down to a losing streak, that's where things get tough. Because that's when, you know, over and over again, you're following your plan and you truly get tested till the core. And you lose like over and over again. And that's when things are starting to, that's when you start questioning yourself at some point, which is completely normal. Yeah. You're gonna experience this once a year. I think so. You try whatever you can and you just lose everything. But this is all part of the journey. And this is just, you know, this is gonna come back to the best traders in the world. So yeah. If you cry over one trade, you should question yourself. If you cry over like a losing streak, yeah, I can get into that. Because I've been there many times. You know, you get tested, you start questioning everything. And you start even thinking about, is this for me? Yes or no? Do I still got it? Pro 5 Nation Games, I remember that, but we came back like God. Yeah, man, nah, for sure. That's the thing about it, right? You can lose 5 times in a row, but you can also win 5 times in a row. You tend to forget the wins and you tend to focus on the losses. And that's also a typical characteristic from us as humans. We try to not enjoy the right moments, and we should enjoy it. And we blame ourselves for the things that are going wrong. But we don't want to take responsibility for it either, you know? So Nero says, I'm going to get down that road now. I've been losing all my money all the time. I'm questioning if I want to do this anymore. I've lost so much money over my last 3 years. Yeah, so then you should definitely think about just your risk, bro. Like, what are you comfortable with? What are you able to do? Let's say you have $100. Then why should you think about the dream of going from $100 to $1 million? I mean, it's great to dream, but the reality is that, you know, it's going to take a long time if you want to get there. So, you know, rather than focusing on trying to grow your little $100 account, you just forget about money at all, and you start just getting these trades in, filling up your spreadsheet. You know, if you trade multiple pairs, multiple sessions, you're gonna, you know, you can get a lot of trades done quickly without forcing it. And you can get a lot of data, a lot of information. And I think that will beat, you know, the amount of money you make. So you don't have to think about, I'm gonna go full margin, or I'm gonna risk from my $100, $50. Because what you end up gonna do is you're gonna just lose your $100 and you're gonna deposit again. You're gonna lose your $100, you deposit again. You're gonna keep doing this over and over and over again, and there is not an end to it. So, you know, at some point you turn your $100 into $500. Congratulations. But what happens then? Because your risk is still bigger, you're gonna lose everything again. And you end up with $100 again in your account. So risk management, that 1% game, okay, I lost $1,000 now on a $100,000 account. That 1% game is the game to play, in my opinion. Because it's the process, it's the information, it's the data. And then you can think about, okay, now I have, you know, so much data, I have so much information. Now I can decide, do I want to scale my account slowly? Or, you know, because I have the information, I know exactly what my win rate is, so I can risk a little bit more. I can go to 5, 6, 7% per trade, whatever. So I have a little bit more space, or maybe even 10%. Some guys do 10%, which makes sense if you have like a high win rate. Or you decide, okay, this is the time for me right now to go and do a prop firm challenge. Rizwick says, risk management and key to trading is to learn to lose correctly. It's part of the trading period. Do you think the dollar could retrace to the previous high, go higher? Dollar is slowing down. Dollar is definitely slowing down here. We saw that expansion. We were looking great on the hourly candle. We flipped it. We just flipped it last minutes before. So that's why right now you're going to see, you know, the following here. You're finally coming back towards the 2163 as our next target, I think, because this is by far the next major level here to look at. And we have been rejected at it already so many times before. The 2160 and the 2163. So yeah, stop loss was correct. You know, there was no reason for it to come back again. If it did come back again, yeah, we're most likely going to continue and break it. So a lot of momentum here. My biggest issue, I've come to realize the fact that I trade with a small account. I'm forced to use high leverage. Depends how much money you trade with. We're back. 2163. Asian highs taken out. There we go. Wait, we're waiting for that moment here. Is 100, 200 leverage good? Depends on, you know, leverage is just you borrow money. I mean, it depends on your risk management. Then you know if it's good or not. Hey Lorenzo, when I add the void profile on my gold chart, the POC red line comes out at 2154 rather than 2152. Is it different on different time frames? What broker do you use? That's my first question. It depends on the broker. Yeah, so this rise was really, really crazy actually. We went straight to the initial point of control and the Sunday open as well here, the opening price. So this is very, very strong. Very strong for gold here. Jeb Vincent says, I lost 500 bucks. So that was like 1% of your account? Or what? Yeah, for now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just let it develop a little bit. We're in such an aggressive expansion now. And I'm just waiting for it to do its thing here. We broke above like a major level, which is the 2163 as well. It's on trading view, yeah, but it depends on it's not trading view, bro, because we all have trading view. It's about your broker, and it's about how you draw it, of course. So we took out what we actually wanted to take out yesterday, which is the Asian highs. If you guys remember our string from yesterday, we did take this out right now. So now this has been taken out. Yeah, the question is, how do we close here? How do we close here? Dollar right now is back at that high. So it's retesting that high here. We topped out here. We're now testing this range. We're now reactive from it. If you start closing below it, I think there's more upside potential for gold. If you hold here on the lower time frame, and we're seeing some, you know, reaction here, but it is looking pretty weak. Then we have kind of an idea here if it can bounce from it. And if that happens, then gold will potentially reverse here. But it is looking very weak. Dollar is looking weak here. Best thing here, the only thing for this trade, the trade that we took here, that was an interesting thing that I definitely take consideration as well sometimes around the point of control, is understanding the difference between the 30-minute and the 1-hour closure. Because the 1 hour was still in development, and we took the trade on the 30-minute closure. But that was definitely something that I potentially would take consideration next time. But it also, again, depends here, because it's not just that I'm only going to take positions around the hourly closure. Definitely not. So it depends on the structure of the market itself. But if I would say, like, okay, what is like something that you could add on as a node to this trade? The hourly closure. Dollar index broke in its lower time frame range, could be a retest, continuation to the downside while EU broke its range to the upside, showing bullishness. Yeah, so far, so good. Yeah, at some point we have to go back and zoom out a little bit more, right? And come back towards this expansion and everything that we're doing here. Pre-FOMC. Hopefully, and this is the trade I'm placing here, if we start to come up again, I'm definitely going to counter trade it again. That's for sure. I'm going to do the same thing, but a little bit higher with the FOMC, and see if we can come up and potentially reverse, like we talked about our initial game plan for the beginning, in around 4 hours from now. That's still the same plan. So if we start coming up, then this only makes me more, yeah, you could say bearish in the short term, or at least after the FOMC here. Even if the FOMC opens bullish and the press conference comes out, I think there's a massive chance that we can flip again and potentially reverse and manipulate. So yeah. Dollar is breaking down, so we're breaking below this critical zone as well. So far, more upside, I think. No short-term entry, but more upside. Yeah, so the question is, do we close at 30-minute above? And does the dollar close below? And then we know if there is a reason for it to target the lows here. And if that's the case, then gold is going to move up before the FOMC. Now, the fact that it's already moving up that aggressively before the FOMC is something definitely not you know, to take consideration for myself here. So, because this is like 130 pips. This is like a serious move. And especially before the FOMC. Do you have multiple accounts? Is 100k enough for you? Yeah, multiple accounts. No, 100k is not enough. But I have to say I have much more money now in some sort of... Cannot really go in, you know, be specific. But I have some more money now in my investments. So I have like a trading portfolio. That's just for cash flow. I use it for cash flow. And with cash flow, I mean expenses, monthly expenses, things that I like to buy, like all that type of stuff. And then I have my investment portfolio, which is of course heavily into crypto right now at the moment, as you might expect. Not just crypto, but yeah. We're betting on a couple horses, let's put it this way. So yeah. Is there any entry potential? Well, the thing is now that what we discussed yesterday was the following. If the Asian high here gets taken out and you start showing, you know, some weak momentum here after this is taken out here. So, for example, right now we're looking at the weekly open. This is the weekly open right here. This is now the new weekly high. We have created a new weekly high. So that means that we have manipulated the current weekly high right here. So, you know, these are like fantastic confirmations sometimes to see, okay, we know that the 2163 is our next key level. We have been overextended significantly. It is the FOMC. The FOMC is coming along. I'll be very surprised if we're going to see like another 100 pip move to the upside. I mean, everything is possible, but, you know, I was already surprised for a move like this right now at the moment here. Like such an aggressive move at least. So to expect that on top of this right now, we're going to have consistent volume all the way up to like 2172-ish in the next hour or so, or next 2 hours. That would really surprise me. So we'll see how we close around this 2162 or 2163 level. As in my opinion, this is such a good or important level to look at. How much percent of your whole money is invested? A lot. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a significant amount of money, yeah. Of course, it's not only in like, you know, smaller altcoins and all that stuff here. We have kind of like, you know, we're trying to diversify here, but yeah, I have also a couple of I have like a degen portfolio as well, most importantly, which is for the high risk, high reward type of thing as well on the side. This is Fabio channel. How long have you been trading? Are you more of a scalper or a swing trader? I'm more of a day trader, you could say. And you could also say that I think I started in 2016, first time. So it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Yeah, again, same thing. 100% loss record, so don't listen to me, says the Narrow Viking. Your trading since? C19, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that time is relevant, to be honest. That's for sure. I think that there are many traders that are not trading that long and are incredibly well. And I think there are traders that are, you know, guys that trade 10 years and they are, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. So I don't think that time matters too much. I think that the journey matters, though. The journey overall. And yeah. So because we came up so aggressively already to our next key level, it's kind of like looking at the same processes right now and see if we can repeat the process in that manner. Following the exact same playbook based upon the closures now, and yeah, around our next key zone. So let's see. Pro5 Nation, you're a superhero for me. My family brother showing me things I've never thought I could do until I started watching your stream. Bro, you can do a lot, man. That's awesome, bro. Awesome. We're here to inspire. I think I would not be streaming if I didn't get a message from somebody at the beginning. And that guy said like, hey, listen, man. I was in a very dark place. Like I lost my wife, my kids. Super depressed. I was thinking about myself. And then I found your stream and, you know, I just felt more comfort, and I'm watching it on a day-to-day basis now. I learned so much, and I'm not there yet, and it will still take a lot of time, but I now finally have a vision again. I finally can dream again. And bro, when I heard that, you know, story, I was like, wow, like this is so much more than just, you know, trade life and try to, you know, it's significant here. It's limitless. The possibilities are limitless. And that's how the Limitless Trading Academy started. Okay. From that vision. From that response. And that was for me a reason to take it more serious and keep doing it. And spend so much time doing it, because you have to understand that, you know, streaming 3-4 hours a day when you don't have to and you don't need to is a lot for 2 years, a year and a half. So there must be a bigger vision and a bigger reason behind it of why we're doing it here. Okay, so that's why we're doing what we're doing here. And that message from that guy was really, really, really inspiring, man. Wow, look at the point of control, fam. Wow. Look at how it's getting rejected here at the moment. BDS is the story you're telling. Mine is my story too. Keep going. Yes, oh, nice, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, G. Nice. Yeah, so sometimes you don't realize what kind of impact you can have on people. And you know, that it's not only about trading. You know, it's not only about buy or sell gold right now. It's much deeper than that. It's much bigger than that. And people that don't get that don't belong here. Like, that's just my viewpoint. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, but it is interesting. Potential new trade here. I do like it. George says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very confused about a point of control. Previous weekly, yeah. I get it. But you can see, right? Like, I don't have to explain you. Yes, we didn't win this specific trade, but just look at how, indeed now, on this moment, you hold above it. On the 1 hour here. Look at how you get rejected from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hourly candles. 8, 9, again. Just based upon a weekly range. It is extremely powerful. It is extremely powerful. But we're going to be patient here. Definitely. We have 1 5-minute closure. We're going to reevaluate and see. No revenge trading here. But it doesn't mean that we should not trade at all. It all depends on the setup. Nasdaq still holding up. Might be flipping bearish here. Look at what we're building. Yeah, you need to start breaking this low. So David says, people ask themselves, what is their purpose? Your purpose is not the thing that you do. It's the thing that happens in others when you do what you do. Correct. Beautiful said. Well said. Anyways, how do you know where to draw the volume profile in the chart? Because sometimes you draw it in a downtrend too, and not only in a range. Yeah, so everything will be in this free ebook. Let me know if you're interested in it. Okay. Because we had a lot of response here. Question, is it going to be paid? No, it's going to be completely free because this is going to be our playbook. And this is what we're going to print out. And then there are no more questions about the strategy and everything, because you will know it. You will know exactly how. I'm gonna give so many trading examples in there, making sure that it's extremely clear. And it will also then answer your question like, when do we look for a swing range? When do we look at a weekly range, a daily range, previous daily range, and all of that here. Where do you get the ebook? You will have it in our stream. So it will be in the description in the stream. And I think that will be great. You can just download it right there. And it's awesome because then we're streaming. You know the strategy, you know the playbook, and then you can decide, is this a strategy that fits my style or not? And then you at least know, okay, if it is, then perfect. Then you have all the tools you need to. So far, like we said before many times, the previous weekly range, which is the Sunday open, is a massive level. And now the fact that we came up to manipulate it is also very interesting. So yeah, let's see how we close. You might want to see an hourly closure here, just because it's such an important level. Same thing as what happened here. And because you manipulated the highs. So far, there is definitely some momentum here. Before the FOMC here, usually it's absolutely dead. So there is definitely much more going on right now at the moment. Then what is the point of joining the V3 membership? The actual education and the video material. The whole lecture series. But it's closed now. We're closed now. Ishpat says, I'm bringing $20 to the market with the expectation of making $100 from the FOMC. Wrecked. Wrecked. Wrecked, bro. I hope the best, but so the hourly candle is starting to push down here. Same thing for the dollar. You see how the dollar now is holding up? It came down. It created that big buyers are stepping in for the dollar here. Let me know here what your guys' bias is. I want to see it in the chat, so I'm curious to see it. Buys or sells here, because I think it's very mixed. It seems very mixed based upon the sentiment. Sell, buy, sell. No trade. Neutral. Sell. I bought. Michael says sell. Xau says sell. Bounty says buy. Look at that, look at that. It's like, it's 50-50, fam. It's 50-50 based upon the chat here, it's 50-50. You can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to this hourly closure for sure, and then see how we respond here around the 2163 if he's trying to push up here, or the Sunday open. Like, it's these two levels right now. But this was a super aggressive move. This was the New York Stock Exchange open, of course. So now we might be dying out slowly and preparing for this for the FOMC here. So. So my bias for the FOMC, it's still going to be the same thing. Like, just the way we're setting up here. Let me clean everything up for a second. No, you know what? Let's go to a different chart. There we go. The weekly has still been holding. That weekly top break here from that initial, exhaustion candle right there. They came to fill that up. You see that reaction, you see now the weekly holding up here. If you go to the 4 hour, you can see clearly what we have been building above. Right now. So even though I'm still looking for shorts, like later on, right? So FOMC. But not before they manipulate price up. I'm really looking at the same story, looking for shorts around these levels here. When the FOMC comes and we have our second stream of today, then you know what I'm gonna do with what kind of actual orders I'm gonna place before the news here. But it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Yeah, 30 minutes is looking quite decent here, not gonna lie. It's looking quite decent, but don't want to put my stop loss in this gap. I don't want to put my stop loss below that wick. The only thing where I would say, okay, I can put my stop loss below the Sunday open again. So it's way too far away. Because then I'm targeting this. And then let's say, okay, I have a 30 pip upside potential, but the downside potential is going to be, you know, a potential retracement again to that same old zone of 50 pips. So it's kind of a negative thing for me here. Within this range, at least. So we're coming down more. So if let's say that you say, okay, the 30 minute has no top wick, fantastic. That's a great sign. It's a good indication. Then where you want to place your trade, where you want to place your entry. At the Sunday open, long. Targeting the previous weekly point of control again? I don't think so, right? So it's better to just be patient here. Because you can buy, fantastic, but the question is where do you put your stop loss? So the only interesting things for me here is a Sunday open. Or like I said before, the previous weekly point of control based upon the hourly closure, which is in like 20 minutes. Well, that's it. Nothing in the middle. No interest in the middle for me right now. No awareness says, who else is doing crypto trading challenge with Tim in Discord? I can't wait for Trader Tim's crypto challenge to start tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is the day where one of our best traders in our community is going to start his $500 to $5,000 crypto challenge. It's going to be a wild one, okay? $500 to $5,000 challenge, and we're not just talking about a random guy. We're talking about Trader Tim, okay? Tim the man, we call him. Terminator Tim, sorry for that. Terminator Tim, okay? Starting March 21st. So if you want to join us here in that game, the $500 to $5,000 crypto challenge, you can join us. In order to gain access to our VIP community, you need to sign up, click on get access. You don't have to pay us, but you need to have $500 to trade with and join us with. So what you do is you go to the instructions, you sign up with one of these links, you deposit $500 and you get access to our community. And then you can get access to Tim's signals where he's doing the, you know, the $500 to $5,000 challenge. And we're talking track records for the last year. Like since the last almost year right now, okay? Everything on point, tracked, you know, on a day-to-day basis here. So, you know, there is nothing here stopping us from not doing it and just doing a challenge together. So that's my suggestion to you. If you're interested in trading crypto, I know at some point you're gonna trade crypto regardless, okay? And I hope you're not gonna trade it when we're topping out. I hope you're gonna trade it now so you can actually benefit from it when the market goes up after the halving or continues to go after a pullback for Bitcoin first, though. I think that makes sense, but let's see how that one goes here. But, you know, that's why we have our challenge here, the $5,000 to $500 to $5,000 trading challenge. So join us. It's the moment to do it together here, the 21st of March. Tomorrow is your chance, okay? So come in, join us with your $500. You need to have $500. Otherwise, it's not a $5,000 challenge. And yeah, do your thing, man. It's gonna be awesome. That's insane. Shout out to Tim, bro. Big shout out to Tim right here. Okay. So who's going to trade the FOMC? Let me know here in the chat. Because we're going to close our stream soon and we're going to open a new stream in like a couple hours. We're going to take a little break. And then start the new stream. Set up the new stream. And then open a new stream in like a couple hours as well. The question is, should I listen with you guys to Uncle Jerome? Or will I fall asleep on stream? Which is very embarrassing. If that would be the case. Because it's like 2 a.m. 2 or 3 a.m. here for me. When Uncle Jerome starts talking. And that's a bad combination. I'm telling you that already. Jerome Powell, press conference, 3 a.m. Lorenzo. That's a really, really bad combination right there. So we might do it. But just don't screen record this stream. So it doesn't get too awkward from that standpoint. Okay? We're still fresh though. For now. We're still feeling fresh, so it's all good. We're sharp. We're sharp. Might take a little nap. What about that one? May take a little nap here. Like a 30-minute nap. And then come back at 2 a.m. 2:30. LTNO, we're in it together. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I like that word. We're in it together. I like it. That also means, you know, we're in it together when we win, okay? But we're also in it together when we lose, okay? We're not only in it together when we win, all right? Because I see some of you fuckers right there, all right? Hey, it's all love, but I'm just saying, it's not only happy family when we're together, when we're winning, okay? It's also happy family when we're losing sometimes, all right? Just so you know. I'm reading everything, man. I see all of you guys. I know exactly, you know, who is legit here. So that's what you're waiting for. I think it's gonna be that last closure is the 1 hour closure. The Sunday open is a key level 2156, and the point of control weekly is a 2163. You know, you get induced to go buy here. A lot of people are in buys, but then my question is, okay, let's say you entered there. Where do you put your stop loss, right? Because just playing on that candle flip is not enough for me personally. Like, I need some sort of reaction from some sort of level, T-zone. And if the candle flip then happens, if there is a sign, then I'll take it as an extra confidence. For sure. Jay says, I always trade a 1-to-2 ratio, 1-to-3 ratio. So even if I lose a lot, I'm still earning, just break even. How about you trade that way? Yeah, sometimes even better than that. It depends on the move. It's the average indeed. I like to work with 2-to-1s personally. I do think that 2-to-1s are for me fantastic because you can lose 70% of the trades and still make money. Still break even or make money. So that's like, you know, it's pretty wild actually if you think about it. That if you average on a 2-to-1, only just a 2-to-1, then you can afford to lose much more than you win already by default, right? Yeah, so a chance that it will bounce from the Sunday open here. That there is a chance though. There is a chance, right? There is definitely a chance here. You see, oh, this 1 hour cannot now. But yeah. Somewhat here, somewhat around this zone here. Misha says FX Street predict gold will close the month at 2088. The 2088 with its 72% bearish bias. Alright, so how do you define a successful trader? Someone who has been through it all. Someone who has experienced giving up moments in their career. A lot of wins and losses. First a lot of losses, then a lot of wins and losses, but no consistency. And then a lot of consistency in combination with a huge loss that really affected them mentally. To then overcome that. Still determined to succeed. And then finally changing corners and start to make money over time. BDS is my strategy is trade conservative until I have 10% of my initial investments. Conservatively means with it 2% of the initial. Once I've gained 10%, I keep using the 2% of my initial RR plus 30% of the realized. I do like that, bro. I do like that. Yeah. Lorenzo, how many years do you think it will take to get consistent in trading? Well, if you have as low IQ as I have, if you're as stupid as me, it's gonna take you 5 years. Okay? If you are a little bit smarter than me, then it will maybe take you less. Okay? So it all depends on each individual. We're all different. So it's really hard to say. I'm always joking with my friends, you know? Always joking with my friends when I do something that's pretty genius. I say, hey, you see, I'm not as stupid as I look. Yeah, man, already 7 minutes. Why is the 30 minutes such an important time frame for gold? Well, it's I call the 30 minute the portal. It's the perfect hybrid between the higher and lower time frame. When I look at the 30 minute, I see a really good balance between the lower time frame and the higher time frame. That's why I like the 30 minute. But in essence, the closures are key. The 1 hour, 30 minute closures are, in my opinion, always important to be aware of when trading. Yeah, it's pretty wild for now. Indeed, that aggressive move to the upside. And then an aggressive move to the downside. Now coming back right to the middle. But still above the Sunday open. And if you look at the current day today, so the 30-minute here is the... yeah, we're now in it. We're 16 hours in. So we have around, 8 hours to go. This is the, the first time that we reclaimed the Sunday open again. So after bouncing from it, we broke below it. And this is the first time that we actually kind of aggressively came up and reclaimed it. So now we're testing it again. So the 256 is such a important level because it's the opening level of the week. And we're still trading right on it right now on a Wednesday. Nothing has really changed here. We have been trading above it on a Monday. Sorry, below it on a Monday, above it on a Monday, then above it and below it. Same thing on a Wednesday, creating one big range. So this hourly closure above it would be nice. But we're gonna trade the FOMC for sure. Yeah. Lorenzo, what time will you stream? I think 30 minutes before the FOMC. Yeah, I think at 1:30. Okay, so that's like in 2.5 hours. Take a little break, 2.5 hours. Try prediction for the FOMC. Go back to the beginning of the stream. Because we talked about it for around 30 minutes. We talked about it for a while. What our game plan is. What I'm trying to do here with the FOMC. What I expect at least to happen somehow. And how I'm going to place a trade. It's either going to be a really good day. Or it's going to be a really bad day. We're gonna find out. Bro, did you discuss something about crypto? Yeah. So we have a $500 to $5,000 challenge. So if you have $500 and you want to join us, then you can join us. You don't have to pay us, but you need $500 on your account. And you can then join Uncle Tim, okay, with his trades. All his track records are already in our crypto wins section, okay? So just look at it here. We have track records of a complete year of trading with Tim. Like more than 500 trades, more than 1,000 trades, I believe. I'm not sure. We need to go over it. I'm not sure how many exact, but we can confirm this for you. But anyways, if he can do it, then you can do it. So why not join his free signals and join us along the way? It's a monthly challenge. It might be it might be expanding a little bit. So, we're following solid risk management right there, okay? Could you provide me the link? Yes, the link is right here, okay? Get VIP access, follow the instructions first, sign up with these exchanges through this link, and then get VIP access right there. I will join him. I will join him. Yeah, I'm gonna join him. For sure. For sure. I'm just gonna join as well. I'm gonna get, you know, for fun. Gonna join him on this journey. We need to support him. Yeah, FOMC, man. Let me set up the event. Can't wait. Yeah, I'll do this after the stream. I'll set up the event here. Okay. And yeah, if you have never traded news before, don't worry. No. We have not lost a single news trade this year. Okay. No, you should always follow your own plan. Do not do what I do always if you don't believe in it. You know, just don't take anything I say for granted, you know. Very important. And if you're new to news, I would not trade it at all. If you have never traded news before because you have no idea what's coming. And, you know, yeah. We come up with a certain strategy for it. And that is limit orders, okay? No market orders, no sell stops. None of that. Claudia says, I'm joining Tim as well. Just waiting for the funds to arrive in the account. Nice. Nice. Amazing. $500 to $5,000. That's the plan. If you have $500 to spare, you join him. You join us. Okay. You follow his signals. We're going to have also events, right? So it's going to be like in our voice channels and stuff. We talk about that one specifically. And then what you then do is you hopefully turn that 500 into $5,000 and you invest it in a poop coin. That's the plan. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn the $500 into $5,000 and we're gonna trade it. We're gonna buy Shiba Poo coin. Okay? And we're gonna turn that into significant amount of money. Okay, that's it, guys. Yeah. I think that's it. That's it for today. I think we ended up quite neutral here for gold. What I think we should do is take a little break. And then come back to the FOMC here in like 2.5 hours. And take our trade. What about that one? I think that makes a lot of sense. What do you guys think? Let's get this sorted. So we'll set up the event right away after the stream. Make sure you put on your notification here. And I'm gonna then prepare. I'm gonna take a little nap because it's already late. Take a little nap, wake up, analyze the market once again, see where price is at, and based upon that, we have our potential setup ready and our trade setup ready, and our limit order potentially ready before the news. Like I said before, my bias has not changed. I still believe in more downside, but just not before some sort of manipulative move to the upside. So that's where I'm gonna look for trades. before the news already to look for a reversal here. And if he just, you know, go straight to the moon, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely willing to risk that right now. Based upon the monthly candle, the weekly candle, the way we are kind of holding up here, but also not really. But most importantly, it's that initial expansion from the weekly coming back for a retest, filling up that gap, and then looking for a continuation eventually here. The 280, the 290 will be the eventual target here, but I think that we're gonna potentially stop around the 2120 already as well here. So anyways, you can see that there is liquidity built up here. So if you ask me the question, why don't you just short it right away? When there is so much built here and when we're kind of compressing into like a zone and we're creating this, whatever you want to call it, falling wedge or whatever, and it's compressing and you know news is coming, then, you know, there are so many more chances and opportunities. The fact that you're just going to manipulate the highs and lows, or manipulate the lows and come up higher. But anyways, just manipulate at least both sides before making a decision here. So if we take a sell limit and price comes down first, I close my sell limit immediately. Why? Because if price then reverses, then I can always look for new opportunities. If price does come up, hopefully then we get triggered into our position. And hopefully our stop loss and management will be in a good enough position if price tends to reverse, that we get triggered into our position and then continue down here. Okay? So not like last time, fam. All right? Hopefully today will be better. Not like our... not like this one right here before. Okay? When we took our position here. From the point of control, by the way. Okay? And where we had our limit order set. And where price came in to our level on our dot exactly 3 weeks ago. And boom. We missed by it on 1 pip. Okay? Like that, please. We'll find out. Okay? So be prepared. Be prepared. Okay? For the degens, 1 pip lower or higher. Just so you know. So we were basically, for manipulation, that's what I'm looking for. Manipulation and a reversal. Yes, sir. Okay, keep it up, fam. Keep it up, fam. No longer gonna hold you back here. Gonna close the stream, gonna come back in a couple hours. Hope to see you there. FOMC, second stream of the day here. Let's get it, all right? See you soon. Ciao.